Okay guys, welcome back here. It's probably been, I'm going to think, around 4 to 6 weeks since you guys have seen the 55 Pontiac at Dean's in the shop. Anyway, we're back on it. I pushed it in the bay here and we're working back on it, and what we're doing right now is I'm beginning to cut all the floors out of the Pontiac. The Pontiac is on the hoist. Now granted, it would be nice to have it on the rotisserie and cutting them out that way. The only problem is right now I plan on putting on a rotisserie, but I just didn't at the moment because the back part where the rotisserie bolts onto this car is rotten. And if you all remember, this car everywhere is rotten. So anyway, I'm doing okay though. We're getting the floors cut out, and then what we're going to do is I'm going to get the body lifted up off the frame on the hoist, and then I'm going to repair that back panel, get it cut out, repair it, and then we can set it on the rotisserie for at least putting the floors in, or we'll just see what happens. So anyway, let's take a look at it and give that update. Okay, so before we even walk any further, you can see there's some of Dean's old floors right there. And of course I just been cutting them out in pieces. It's just easier that way rather than trying to take the whole pan out, especially if you're by yourself. It's Monday today, nobody's here, I'm by myself, and that's how it is on Mondays, that's how I like it. So there you go. You know, cutting it out, I made some notes. I've made some notes up and across the back there. There was some rust. There's a lip that goes across there that the actual floor pan spot welds to. Floor pan pushes up from underneath and spot welds to it. Well, the lip is rotten, so I'm just cutting the lip off. So before I put the floor pan in, obviously I got to weld the lip back in there. But, you know, just plugging away. So we still got to finish cutting out this front piece down in here. All the front piece. All the center section. Dean bought a complete floor plan. So it's one big huge unit. Which is nice in the sense that it's nice to drop the whole pan in, but it's a son of a bitch if you try to do it by yourself, but it can be done. But I've got help here during the week, so we will get on to that later. Today's plan is just to get the floors out and get any rust that's necessary taken care of before the floors go in. And of course you can see right behind the Pontiac we got the Mustang all covered up. Dave has finished it with his final block with 400. He's got a couple little things he's going to look at tomorrow when he comes in. A couple little things that he wants to just touch up on it. And then Wednesday we're taking it down to our spray booth, and away we go. Now in the far bay over here, remember Colby's 69 Chev pickup? Well, we got it flipped on its back on a cart. A lot easier to work on it underneath. Remember I thought that it wasn't too badly rotten? Well, there we go. Look at that fucking can of worms. I already knew it needed front cab mounts, and I knew it needed outer rockers. But it looks like it needs some inside support braces done. It needs inner rockers. It needs outer rockers. It needs front cab mounts. And by the looks of it, it needs a little floor work. So, the list goes on and on with that. And of course on the other side, you can see this cab mount. I was going to leave it. I've decided to replace it too. It's all dented in. It's got a hole going on right here, which you know as soon as I grind that and try and pull this dent out, this is going to be wind up into one big nasty hole. So it's just easier to replace it. And of course we got the same bullshit going on. Here we go, we got a hole. Oh, look at that. It's just flaking off. We got a hole going there. So you know this side's going to need inner and outer rocker also. So the good news is I did check out the lower back rockers, and they're in really, really good shape. So we're good that way. I went and picked up the rockers. There's the rockers right there. Sorry guys. And there's our cab mounts. They're not too expensive. They're pretty reasonable. And I bought the good ones. There is good and bad. You'll just have to figure that out for yourself out there. Now the 65 Comet we were doing for the guy that's making it into a race car. He loved the doors, and of course we got the doors done, and now he's brought his front fenders over. So our next goal is the front fenders on his Comet. So we'll get going on that, and that'll be coming along good too. So that's about it. Colby's truck also, if you look here, I don't know if you can see this. There's a lot of, let me get in here and see. You can see a lot of cracking going on along here. You can see the bubbles. Well, look at this. You can just, I think you guys can probably see the waves just in this film alone. Look at it all cracking here. If you get in here and you look, it's funny, you never pay attention to the roof of a vehicle. I don't know if you guys can see this. I'm sure you can see that, how dented up that roof is. Now this is double paneled. This is an inside panel. So it's pretty impossible if somebody was sitting on the roof to dent the roof and dent the inside panel too. So this truck has been rolled over. This is a rollover. So who knows what the hell old Dr. Dave and I are going to find when we start cutting into this and taking this out. I'm assuming by the looks of this and how thick it feels to me and all that, I'm thinking somebody didn't own a uni-spotter and they just mudded it up. So we're going to get all that out of there. We're just going to get rid of it. And when Bondo is thick like this, like I can't show you right now till I grind it, but when it's thick, the best thing that I do is I come along with like a wheel on a grinder and I do like a big line. I cut a big line in here till I hit the metal. Then I just grab a chisel or something and I just break it off in hunks. No point wasting your grinding wheels or your sandpaper or anything trying to get it out that way. Just break it off. It's the easiest solution. Okay guys, so that's what's going on here today on this holiday Monday. Yes, I don't know if, obviously I'm in BC, so they call this Family Day. I don't know if I don't know if the United States or wherever you guys are all from out there. Majority of my people I think are from the United States. I don't know if you have that same holiday, Family Day. If you are, I wish you and your family the best. Hope you're having a good day. Hope you're making the best of it. As for myself, well, I'm working. Because if I take days off, there's no money. There's no money when you have your own business. But yet all our friends, and this is going out to all us business guys out there, all our friends think we have money falling out of our ass because we have our own business. They don't understand when we take a day off, there is no holiday pay. There's no stat holidays. There's no time and a half. There's no double time and a half. There's none of that bullshit. So anyway, to all us poor guys that got a business that are out there working in the shop today, well, let's get her done, right? Let's get it finished. Let's get it done so we can get in the house and relax. And to all you other people out there that got the day off, well, enjoy your day off with pay and enjoy it with your family or whoever you decide to spend it with. Okay, it's always a good time at old time. See you later.